Lake Worth is one of the smaller cities in Florida. It's between West Palm Beach and Boca Raton, which more people know than Lake Worth.
There's sidewalk cafes where people can eat and shop in the same area. It's within a mile of the beach.
For the most part, it's really a low-density, single-family, 25-foot lot residential neighborhood.
Foreclosure has hit Lake Worth particularly hard. Traditionally, it's been a city with a lot of tourism, and of course, as the economy has gone down, there have been fewer tourists, and that's been less revenue for people. In the area that we are targeting for the NSP, there are hundreds, literally, of foreclosed homes.
This neighborhood stabilization program is really an effort to do two things: to stabilize the neighborhood that has been hit so hard by foreclosure, but also to eliminate a lot of the blight that we have in the neighborhoods. This is actually one of our most challenging areas.
What's wonderful about the NSP2 grant is it's very targeted. We are the largest consortium. We have 23 members and we're all working hard together, but we're also the smallest target area. We're only 4 census tracts.
This $23 million has really given us the proof that, we not only have this idea, but we actually have real plans in place.
Once we get these cleaned up, fenced, some landscaping, it'll be a nice, safe, clean area for a family.
Oh, yeah.
There's approximately 1,800 addresses in the target area. We're actually rebuilding and refurbishing 130 of those homes.
This is a real opportunity to keep affordable housing in a great city and to offer opportunities for a lot of people.
Single-family house. It's on a 35 by 135-foot lot. It's a 2-bedroom, 1-bath, 924 square feet, built in 1925.
One of the greatest benefits of the neighborhood stabilization program for our consortium has really been the way it's drawn us together and worked together. We've worked on some smaller projects together, but this time we've taken all the community stakeholders that work within the area. We meet on a regular basis, we come up with ideas together, we really have a longer-term vision, and we have the resources to do what we really need to do to help the community.
I think we would leave it as a 2-1 because we have a lot of families that are single parents with one child. It would be really nice to have a historic home.
I think one of the reasons that our consortium was chosen for the NSP2 grant is that we are not only bringing the building tools to the table, but we're also bringing the people tools to the table.
98% of the families that Adopt a Family serves in Lake Worth, Florida are single-parent families. They all want to own their own home, give their children what they didn't have. So NSP2 is really quite a lifesaver to the number of low-income, struggling single parents that we have in our community.
Hey, Kathy.
Hey, how are you?
Come on in.
Housing Partnership has been a wonderful partner for Adopt a Family and the consortium.
Housing Partnership, Inc. is a housing nonprofit, but we're not your typical nonprofit. We fill in or bridge the gaps between where people want to live and where they are. So we will help people find housing, we will help people finance housing.
Last time you were here, we did a budget, and I wanted to...
We help them establishing savings plan for down payment. We help them work on their credit so that when the house is ready for them, they're ready for the house.
This was your credit score when we last met, and this is what it is now. You've gotten almost 50 points over where you were before. That's good.
With Adopt a Family, on the service side, saying what support services may this family need to ensure that they're going to be successful in this neighborhood stabilization home. And Housing Partnership on the other side saying, how do we secure a mortgage that is affordable?
I think that would really work for her.
And it's been successful so far.
I've always wanted to be a homeowner one day. I think it would create stability for both me and my boys. They have a place they can call home.
The NSP2 grant has also brought other things that were nice. It's leveraged redevelopment throughout the community. The city's now focusing its community development block grant money on fixing the sidewalks in front of the houses. It's brought some commercial revitalization. We've got a new public supermarket, which in an area where people can walk to the grocery store is a great thing. There's some artist revitalization going on where there's some workspace for artists that live there and encouraging that community.
We thought bringing arts into a strategic plan and into the community would be a great way to reinvigorate and revitalize Lake Worth by focusing on the strengths we already have. And we decided to call the strategic plan that we're embarking on the Cultural Renaissance Program. So NSP would obviously allow us to provide housing specifically for artists who move to Lake Worth. So it was a perfect way to use NSP to help further along cultural renaissance and vice versa.
In a city in transition, which I believe Lake Worth to be, bringing creative people to an area just helps it to flourish.
I think just having plans or documents don't really do much for a city or a community redevelopment agency, but I think when you have the backing of the federal government and it's a place where HUD really believes that change can really be made, it makes people take a second look and think about, investing in a community that's really spending a tremendous amount of money on housing and infrastructure and providing services people need.
A neighborhood is stabilized when the vibrancy comes back to the neighborhood. It's when the neighborhood people want to interact with each other, seeing it as a positive place to raise families, to go to school, to do their businesses, and to be part of the community. That's when a neighborhood is stabilized.